A dangerous weather event is unfolding across the heartland of America, a rare and powerful derecho, bringing hurricane-force winds to the northern plains and central U.S. This is not your average summer storm. Derechos are fast-moving, long-lasting, and capable of widespread destruction. Wind gusts could reach up to 100 miles per hour, strong enough to snap trees, damage roofs, and make travel hazardous. The region is already saturated from recent storms, increasing the risk of flooding and compounding the danger. Embedded tornadoes, large hail, and significant flooding are all possible with this system. Millions are under a severe weather risk, one of the highest levels issued by forecasters. Take these warnings seriously, prepare your home, stay informed, and be ready to act. Stay with us as we break down what's happening and how you can stay safe. So what sets a derecho apart from other severe storms? While many people are familiar with tornadoes and hurricanes, derechos are a lesser-known but equally dangerous weather phenomenon. Understanding what makes them unique is key to staying safe. The word derecho comes from Spanish, meaning straight, and that's a clue to its most important characteristic. These storms unleash incredibly powerful straight-line winds, sometimes reaching speeds of over 100 miles per hour. These winds can flatten crops, snap trees, and even topple vehicles. Unlike tornadoes, which carve narrow, twisting paths of destruction, derechos leave behind a much broader footprint. Their damage can stretch for hundreds of miles, sometimes spanning several states, leaving a trail of chaos in their wake. To officially be called a derecho, a storm must produce damaging winds along a path at least 250 miles long. This means entire communities, towns, and cities can be affected in a single event. Imagine a marathon of severe thunderstorms all organized into a relentless, fast-moving line that races across the landscape. These storms can move at speeds of 60 miles per hour or more, giving people little time to prepare. Derechos feed on warm, moist air, often forming on hot, humid days. They can generate hurricane-force gusts far from the coast, causing widespread power outages and property damage deep inland. Unlike hurricanes, which develop slowly over warm ocean waters, derechos are land-based storms that can form and intensify rapidly, sometimes with only a few hours' warning. This makes them especially dangerous for people caught off guard. These storms are most common in the central and eastern United States, especially during late spring and summer when conditions are just right for their formation. The Midwest is particularly vulnerable, but derechos can strike almost anywhere. Many people don't even know the term derecho until one is suddenly on their doorstep, bringing fierce winds and chaos. That's why awareness and understanding are so important. Recognizing the warning signs and taking action quickly can make all the difference, helping to protect lives, homes, and entire communities from the devastating impact of a derecho. Why is this derecho happening now? To understand, we need to look at the unique combination of weather patterns currently unfolding across the heart of the country. Derechos are not everyday storms. They require a rare set of atmospheric conditions to come together at just the right time. It's all about the ingredients coming together over the central U.S. This region is often called Tornado Alley, but it's also a hotspot for powerful straight-line wind events like derechos, thanks to its geography and climate. A heat dome has trapped hot, humid air, creating an unstable atmosphere, like a simmering pot ready to boil over. The sun's relentless heat bakes the ground, and moisture from crops and rivers adds to the humidity, making the air heavy and primed for explosive storms. An approaching cold front acts as the trigger, lifting this air and sparking massive thunderstorms. As the cooler, denser air pushes underneath the hot, moist air, it forces it upward, causing towering clouds to form rapidly. Strong upper-level winds organize these storms into a powerful, self-sustaining line, a classic derecho setup. These winds not only steer the storms but also help them merge and intensify, creating a single, long-lived system. On radar, this appears as a bow echo, signaling damaging straight-line winds. The bow shape is a telltale sign that the storm is surging forward, driven by intense winds at the surface and aloft. The storm's downdraft spreads out at the surface, producing the destructive winds and feeding more energy into the system. These winds can topple trees, damage buildings, and create dangerous flying debris in a matter of minutes. This feedback loop allows the derecho to travel for hundreds of miles, growing stronger as it moves east. The system feeds on the warm, moist air ahead of it, maintaining its intensity and speed over vast distances. Today's setup, extreme heat, a strong front, and powerful winds aloft, creates the perfect storm. Each element amplifies the others, making conditions ripe for a widespread, damaging event. As the system moves into even more unstable air, it's expected to reach peak intensity, threatening communities in its path. Meteorologists are closely monitoring the situation, as the potential for severe damage and rapid changes remains high with this kind of storm. The Storm Prediction Center has issued its highest severe weather risk for this event. The core threat zone, level 4 out of 5, includes eastern South Dakota, southwestern Minnesota, and northwestern Iowa. Cities like Sioux Falls are in the direct path of the most intense winds. Surrounding areas, including parts of North Dakota, Nebraska, Minnesota, and Iowa, face a significant risk of damaging winds, hail, and tornadoes. The most dangerous period will be late afternoon through the evening, overlapping with the evening commute and after dark. Nighttime storms are especially hazardous. Warnings can be missed, and visibility is low. The derecho will continue east overnight, possibly impacting cities like Milwaukee and Chicago by Tuesday morning. This is a multi-day event, with severe weather risks spreading into the Ohio Valley and East Coast as the week progresses. The wind isn't the only threat. Derechos bring a host of dangers. Tornadoes can form within the storm line, often rain-wrapped and hard to see, so have a way to receive warnings at all times. Large hail is possible, capable of damaging vehicles, roofs, and injuring anyone caught outside. Torrential rain will lead to flash flooding, especially with already saturated ground. Never drive through flooded roads. The Weather Prediction Center has issued a risk for excessive rainfall in the same areas threatened by severe winds. Lightning will be prolific, posing risks to people, power grids, and property. Remember, when thunder roars, go indoors. There's no safe place outside during a storm. The combination of wind, tornadoes, hail, flooding, and lightning makes this a truly life-threatening event. Extreme caution is essential. To understand the threat, let's look back at past derechos. The Midwest derecho of August 2020 traveled 770 miles in 14 hours, with winds over 100 miles per hour and $11 billion in damages. Cedar Rapids, Iowa was devastated. Nearly every building damaged, millions of acres of crops flattened, and over 1 million people lost power. More recently, in April 2025, another derecho hit the Ohio Valley, causing widespread outages and travel disruptions. These storms are rare but consistently destructive during the warm months. Each event is unique, but all produce widespread, dangerous wind damage. The lessons are clear. Never underestimate a derecho. Today's warnings are based on the same atmospheric setup that produced past disasters. Prepare for outages, secure property, and have a safe place to shelter. These are essential actions. As this derecho sweeps across the plains, expect major impacts. Widespread power outages are likely. Winds can snap utility poles and bring down trees, leaving some areas without electricity for days or weeks. Travel will be dangerous. High-profile vehicles risk being blown over, and heavy rain will reduce visibility. Airports like Minneapolis-St. Paul may see major delays and cancellations. Agriculture is at risk. Crops like corn and soybeans could be flattened, leading to significant losses for farmers and the food supply. Homes and businesses face damage from wind, falling trees, and flying debris. Secure loose outdoor items to prevent them from becoming projectiles. The potential for property damage is high. Preparation is key. Take action now to minimize the storm's impact. Your safety is the top priority. Here's how to prepare for severe weather and keep your loved ones safe. Taking action before a storm hits can make a huge difference in how you weather the event and recover afterward. Make sure you have several ways to receive weather alerts. Enable notifications on your smartphone, download a reliable weather app, and sign up for local emergency text alerts if available. Keep a NOAA weather radio with fresh batteries handy, and regularly monitor local news stations for updates. These sources can provide critical information even if cell service is lost. Secure or bring inside anything that could become a dangerous projectile in high winds. Patio furniture, trash cans, garden tools, and even children's toys should be moved indoors or tied down. Park vehicles in a garage if possible, or at least away from trees and power lines to reduce the risk of damage from falling branches or debris. Charge all your phones and electronic devices ahead of time, and assemble a disaster kit so you're not scrambling at the last minute. Your kit should include bottled water, non-perishable food, flashlights, and extra batteries to keep you going if the power goes out. Don't forget a first aid kit, prescription medications, and any special items your family or pets may need. When a warning is issued, move quickly to the lowest, most interior room in your home, preferably a basement or small hallway, staying away from windows and exterior doors. Remember, mobile homes and vehicles are not safe during severe storms. If you live in a mobile home, plan ahead to reach a sturdier building or community shelter. Protect yourself from flying debris by covering up with heavy blankets, pillows, or even a mattress if needed. This simple step can prevent serious injuries. After the storm passes, be extremely cautious. Watch for downed power lines, weakened trees, and other hazards. Report any dangers to authorities and avoid driving unless absolutely necessary. Stay tuned to official updates from local officials and emergency services. Ongoing risks like flooding or additional storms may still be present, so remain alert. Taking these simple steps now can make all the difference when severe weather strikes. Preparation is key to keeping your family safe and giving you peace of mind. This derecho is a powerful reminder of nature's force. Our forecasting tools provide critical lead time, but it's up to us to take warnings seriously. Understanding the risks, wind, tornadoes, hail, flooding, helps us prepare and protect our communities. Knowing where to shelter and how to stay informed can mean the difference between safety and tragedy. After the storm, community support and resilience are vital for recovery. Stay weather aware, have a plan, and respect the atmosphere's power. The next 24 hours are critical. Being prepared is your best defense.